Right, should we talk about some awards, Hori?
Yeah, let's
Because
do.
everyone has their own fucking award show now,
Yeah.
and I want one too.
So we'll do the Cutscene Convos Awards.
Yeah. What? I was about to come up with a name of and a very bad word almost slipped out there. Yeah. Nothing cancelable, just a C-bomb, but it is what it is. I know Americans exist and they're very peculiar. So I'm just going to list off the categories we've got quickly, and then we'll go through. We've not got loads, but we've got a few. So we have got best live action TV show, best animated TV show, best live action movie, best animated movie, best performance, best voice performance, surprise project of the year, biggest flop of the year, and most anticipated for 2025. Would you like to start us off with your nominations and winner for best live action TV show?
I will. So my nominations are The Penguin from HBO, Alex Cross on Amazon Prime, and Shogun over on Disney Plus.
Because I'm amazed that something didn't make your list there.
Oh no, I'm going to forget something that I'm...
Okay. Do you want to tell us what your one was?
This was tough. I was very between Penguin and Shogun, but I think ultimately I land on The Penguin taking it for me.
Fair enough. So my nominations were Cross, The Penguin, and The Bear Season 3. And my winner was The Bear Season 3.
Oh, even if I put The Bear over. I forgot about The Bear.
When you said Cross and The Penguin, I was certain you were about to have the same 3 nominations as me.
Here's the thing. If I'd remembered The Bear, I would have taken Cross out.
Yeah.
Obviously, that would have made it very difficult. I'm kind of glad I forgot. It made this much easier for me. Sorry, The Bear. You won. You've got your awards. You've won enough.
So, for Best Animated TV Show of the year, I once again have 3 nominations. Vox Machina, X-Men 97, and Invincible.
Okay.
My winner is X-Men 97.
That was what I expected from you.
Invincible would have had a better chance if its entire season came out this year. But it didn't. Some of it was around this time last year. So I didn't feel like it deserved to win. But it did deserve a nomination, in my opinion.
Okay. Mine are my nominations. X-Men 97. Vox Machina. Arcane Season 2. Which I'm sure you're not surprised.
Bet on your winner.
As much as I loved X-Men 97, Arcane Season 2 takes this easily for me because it is such an incredible show.
Yeah. That's fair enough.
Okay, next up, best live action movie.
Okay.
Now, obviously, we didn't have a lot of films this year.
No.
One of my nominations, I'm just going to put out there, I haven't seen, but I've seen enough reviews and discussion around it that I know it deserves to be nominated.
Okay, that's fair enough.
But we have Dune Part 2.
Fair enough.
Civil War.
Okay.
And Gladiator 2.
Fair enough.
I'm going to award the winner as Dune Part 2. Because even though I didn't see it in a cinema, it was incredible. And I can only imagine what it felt like in a cinema, especially on IMAX.
It did fuck hard. My 3 nominations are Dune Part 2 also, Joker Folie à Deux, and Deadpool and Wolverine. I don't think I really saw anything in the cinema we didn't cover on the podcast this year. I know Dune 2 didn't get a whole segment, but we spoke about it bits and pieces. But with moving and stuff this year, I've not got to the cinema anywhere near as much as I'd like to. And just know that pains me more than it pains the cinema's pockets. However, these 3 films I enjoyed all for very different reasons. I know Joker Folie à Deux was a little bit mixed review-ish. Deadpool and Wolverine is just seen as a cape shit flick. Doom Part 2 is, I genuinely believe, one of the greatest films of the 21st century. And for me, it absolutely has to win Best Live Action Film of the Year. It was nothing short of a masterpiece. And Horry is absolutely right. Seeing it in IMAX was an experience that I think everyone should be given for free by someone because it's phenomenal.
Fun.
Best animated movie.
Hmm.
Now, do you have any nominations for this?
I have one and I haven't seen it, but it comes
Okay.
highly recommended from a certain someone also on this podcast.
Yeah. So I'm going to be completely clear. This is on here because we want to show love to animated movies. But
Yes.
I absolutely made sure it made it in this year because my potentially favourite movie of the year, very tight in contention with Doom Part 2, is The Wild Robot.
That is who I'd put down.
And it absolutely deserves, even though it's the only thing in this category at the minute, it absolutely deserves the recognition still. I am not someone who is particularly weepy at anything. I have cried, I can count on one hand, at media, songs, anything like that. I'm dead inside. Sue me. The Wild Robot made me tear up a little bit. It was very powerful. It was very beautiful. The voice acting was stunning. The animation was gorgeous. The story was phenomenal. This film is a film that I think should be like the gold standard. I know we grew up with stuff like Lion King and Toy Story, which are amazing films. This film should be the next generation's equivalent because it is gorgeous. It teaches a lot like Lion King and Toy Story did about emotions and growing up and things like that in a very beautiful and safe way while also tackling things. And I loved it so much. My mum, you won't believe this, she doesn't really watch films. She's watched maybe 6 films ever. I am desperate to get my mum to watch this film because I know she will love it.
I mean, I know you've been recommending it loads to go watch
I
it, and
could
it's one I
not
do
recommend
mean
it
to.
enough.
The only other animated movie I can think that was a big hit this year was Inside Out 2.
Yeah, Inside Out 2 absolutely blew the box office away. And shout out to that. And if I'd have seen it, it probably would have got a nomination. But it wouldn't have beat The Wild Robot for me. I don't think any animated film this year could have. And like I say, if we were just doing a film overall, I would have a very difficult decision to make between The Wild Robot and Doom Part 2.
Fair.
Best performance.
Yes. Do you want me to go?
Would you like to talk us through your nominations, Mr. Sontal?
Okay. So I have Colin
This is
Farrell.
film and TV, by the way, sorry.
I have Colin Farrell as Penguin.
Mm-hmm.
I have Aldous Hodge as Alex Cross. I think that's how you say it. And then I have also from the Penguin, Renzi Feliz, who played Victor.
Okay.
I mean, Colin Farrell's performance was incredible with all the prosthetic and what he went through for embodying the Penguin. I think also Renzi, who plays Victor, did an incredible job of performing, like doing the stutter and that performance of that character. I mean, obviously, Aldous Hodge as Alex Cross. We both loved Alex Cross, and he was really incredible in that, I think.
Yeah.
Who've you got down? Oh, well, I mean, winner, thinking about it, I probably would go Colin Farrell, I think, is my winner for that as Penguin.
That's completely fair. My nominations are Lady Gaga for the Joker. I thought she was amazing as Harley Quinn. I really enjoyed the performance. Again, I know that's controversial because the film's got a lot of mixed opinions. Yeah. I think it stands very well as art. Colin Farrell as the Penguin in The Penguin, he was phenomenal. The work he put into that role is phenomenal. My last nomination and my winner, Liza Colin-Zayas for The Bear.
Fair.
She was phenomenal. She had an episode that was all about her character before starting at The Bear, which is one of my favourite episodes of TV. She was amazing all season long. She plays one of my favourite characters Massive shout out to her. She was amazing.
I completely forgot about the bear.
You completely forgot about the bear. I thought I was looking at some of my awards going, the bear's winning a lot here, and it's probably Hori's gonna have a bear on here a couple of times as well.
I love you, the bear. It's a great show.
Don't invite him to the premiere. Invite me. I remembered you.
No, my master, I'm a #1 subscriber on your YouTube channel. Best voice performances. Go on. What have you got?
So I've got Lenore Zan, who voiced Rogue in X-Men '97, especially for that heartbreaking performance.
Yeah.
Sean Gunn for G.I. Robot. I know it's very late in the year, but the comedic voice performance I found so endearing that I wanted to give him a shout out. But my winner is Lupita Nyong'o for The Wild Robot, in which she played Oz, the main character. Phenomenal, so full of life. I couldn't believe it. Other people will, of course, know her from the Black Panther films and a number of other projects she's been in. I believe the Jordan Peele horror film, Us, is it? I can't remember. Amazing actress. I didn't know she was this talented a voice actress as well. The Wild Robot it's deep in my heart. I look forward to watching it again, which any long-time viewers will know I'm not a big rewatcher. I can't wait to watch that film again.
So I have Ella Purnell as Jinx in Arcane.
Of course, Jinx I forgot she had a great year. Arcane season 2 and Fallout.
She was, that character went through so much in season 2 of Arcane. So
she's going to be up on the stage at the Game Awards no matter what, wasn't she?
Yeah. I also have Lenore Zan as Rogue in X-Men '97. How can I not, after the whole character arc that she went through?
Yeah.
And I also have from Arcane Harry Lloyd as Victor.
Okay.
Who, his character is a big part of season 2, and he is my winner because some of the moments from that season 2, from his character specifically, are incredible. So yes, he'll be taking my best voice performance.
Awesome. Do you want to tell me about your surprise project of the year nominations?
I only have one because I really struggled to think of like what really surprised me.
Okay.
And this is my one because it would have won it anyway, even if I'd come up with some others. Civil War from A24.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, it was on my list and I just never got around to watching it, which really sucks because I think it looks amazing. I just couldn't get around to it.
The story they actually told really caught me off guard, and it really was an enjoyable film and a really interesting, not what I expected from a film called Civil War.
Yeah.
And it's from A24, who we know are great, have been producing some great films recently. So that was my surprise project of the year. What about you?
Awesome. So my nominations are Cross, Agatha All Along,
fair,
and Fallout.
Also fair.
3 projects, 2 of which I knew were coming out this year, but I really didn't know if they were going to be unwatchable or just okay, and they both ended up being great. And then Cross, which I didn't even know was coming out until September this year, and I got very excited for it very quickly, and then it was amazing. My winner is Cross, purely because it went from August 31st, didn't know it existed, to me going nuts in the chat like, wow, this is amazing, I can't believe this.
Yeah, fair.
Agatha All Along was a worthy runner-up, with us really having no clue what we were going to get, and it being arguably one of the best MCU shows.
True.
Fallout, I had a bit more confidence with, but there was always a danger it wasn't going to be good, but still a worthy position there. But Cross, I think, is absolutely my surprise project of the year. I had no idea how much I was going to enjoy that show. Now, we like to stay positive here, but it's always fun to have one little negative award. Tell me about your biggest flop of the year, Horizontal.
I only have 2 nominations that I feel deserve to be in this. One is Madam Web. The
That's fair.
other is Borderlands.
Okay, I can. You know what? Borderlands was such a flop. I forgot about it.
It's so hard to pick between these, and I lean on partly just pure monetary loss. And I think I pick Borderlands as the biggest flop of the year.
You know what? That's probably a fair choice. And if I'd remembered it, I'd probably been right there with you. My biggest flops of the year. I have Dune Prophecy on here because for what I thought it was going to be, it has fell massively short of that expectation.
I can understand that.
Craven has made no money. It's not done anything. It's the last gasp of a dying universe. And then the absolute biggest flop of the year for me, Madam Web.
Very understandable.
I don't know if it comes across. I worry sometimes that I come across as insanely negative on here, and I do try and be really positive about projects. I thought there was a chance that Madam Web could be entertaining, even if it wasn't good. But the entire thing was a mess start to finish, and it made me not even angry. It made me past that. It just made me sad. I'm like, the money spent on this film could have funded so many good films. It probably could have funded 2 The Wild Robots.
Yeah.
Like, it sucks so much, but is what it is. Borderlands probably was a bigger flop than Madam Web, however, because Sony are adamant that Madam Web didn't make a massive loss. I don't believe them.
Whereas
That's what they claim.
Borderlands doesn't even get talked about anymore.
Yeah. Borderlands was such a big flop, I forgot about it. So I think overall that probably is a bigger flop. Now let's back to go to positive stuff.
Yes.
What are you most looking forward to in 2025?
Now, I know for a fact that 2 of these we definitely share.
Almost certainly.
Superman.
That's fair.
Fantastic Four.
That's fair.
And I almost put a video game on this for the memes.
Oh, okay.
But I chose not to because we've done our gaming we've got our gaming stuff coming up next. I nearly put GTA 6 on here, but I thought that's a bit unfair.
You know what? I would have let that slide so quickly. Yeah.
I would probably say because this is also tough to decide what else to put on here because I'm just so focused on Superman and Fantastic Four. But I actually think the next season of Invincible is also something I'm very much looking forward to. I will say this is tough now to pick my most anticipated because we've got 2 very big hard hitters coming out within a month of each other.
Mm-hmm. It could be a really good 30 days or a really sad 30 days.
Yeah. I think when I think about which am I most excited for to see, I think it is Superman purely because I know this is the start of the DCU and I'm so intrigued to see how well this kicks off.
That makes sense.
So I think Superman will just edge ahead for my most anticipated in 2025. And I'm sure you're somewhat similar.
I am. Superman.
There we go.
Fantastic Four.
Mm-hmm.
And season 3 of a Prime TV show. Reacher season 3.
Oh.
I got Jenna to sense check all of my nominations, just in case, because I know I talk a lot, and I don't know if there was something I'd been waffling about and almost slipped my mind. So I wanted her to, and she was like, "No." I'm like, I am excited for Invincible season 3. The gap in season 2 and how long ago it was now makes it feel like a million miles away. But having Cross and then the trailer for season 3 of Reacher and knowing it's coming up in March, I'm just like, wow, I want Reach season 3. But you, my most anticipated project is by far Superman. I cannot wait. This trailer is going to heal the world. No pressure, James Gunn.
You've joined me in forgetting something.
What?
The next season of The Bear.
No, that's not in my most anticipated. I know
Oh,
it's going
really?
to kick ass.
Fair. I'd completely forgot.
No,
For whatever reason, I've completely forgot The Bear existed.
No, I was aware of it, but I was like, that's not my most anticipated because it's a great show that I rely on.
Fair.
So it's it's not a nothing kit. It's just kind of like, I know it's going to come. I know it's going to be awesome. I have nothing to be excited for because all it can actually do is let me down. Whereas
Got you.
Superman, I haven't got a fucking clue.
Fair.
I'm ready,
Yeah,
ready
fair.
for greatness. Look up. But that does close the 2024 Cutscene Convos Award ceremony. Congratulations to your winners. If you'd just like to email and come do an interview, we will send your award out to you.